Have you ever wondered what the fig and the olive in Surah at-Tin signify? This question is a starting point for our journey into the profound depths of Surah at-Tin, a chapter from the timeless Quran, revered and recited by millions of Muslims around the globe. Surah at-Tin, or the fig, is a chapter nestled among the final pages of the Quran. Despite its brevity, it holds a world of wisdom in its verses. It is a chapter that speaks volumes, using the symbolism of a fig, an olive, Mount Sinai, and the secure city of Makkah. But why these symbols? What is their significance? The fig and the olive are not just fruits, but symbols of blessing and peace. They are mentioned in conjunction with Mount Sinai, the place where Prophet Moses received divine revelation, and the city of Makkah, a sanctuary of faith and the birthplace of Islam. The use of these symbols serves to draw our attention to the divine blessings and peace that come with faith and submission to the will of God. Just as the fig and olive tree bear fruits that nourish, and the mountains and cities offer shelter and security, the Surah at-Tin is a source of spiritual nourishment and guidance for the soul. It encourages us to reflect, to question, and to seek knowledge. The Surah, in its subtle and poetic language, conveys a powerful message. It reminds us of our divine origins and the highest potential of human nature. It poses a profound question about human degradation, and then it provides the answer, that true honor and dignity lie in following God's guidance. Surah at-Tin, therefore, is not just a chapter to be recited, but a chapter to be understood, reflected upon, and implemented in our lives. It is a chapter that continues to resonate with believers, providing them with spiritual sustenance and a roadmap to a fulfilling life. As we delve deeper into this surah, we uncover layers of wisdom and divine knowledge. The surah starts with, "By the fig and the olive." But what does this mean? Well, let's unravel this together. The fig and the olive are not merely fruits in this context, they are potent symbols. The fig, native to the region of Syria and Iraq, is often seen as a symbol of abundance and sweetness. Meanwhile, the olive, commonly found in the Mediterranean region, is a symbol of peace and wisdom. This verse could be interpreted as an invocation of these qualities, inviting us to embrace abundance, sweetness, peace, and wisdom in our lives. As we move to the next verse, "And by Mount Sinai," we find another powerful symbol. Mount Sinai, a place of great significance in Islamic tradition, is where Prophet Moses received divine revelations. Here, the mountain stands as a symbol of steadfastness and divine guidance. The subsequent verse, "And by this secure city," refers to Mecca, regarded as a sanctuary and a place of security for all. This verse may be a call to remember the sanctity and peace that every city and home should embody. Further on, the surah says, "We have indeed created man in the best of molds." This verse is a reflection of the inherent nobility and dignity of every human being. It's a reminder that each of us has been created with a divine spark and an immense potential for good. The verses that follow delve into the challenges of human existence, the divine justice that awaits, and the ultimate return to the Creator. Each verse, each word carries a profound message, calling us to reflect, to understand, and to act. To encapsulate Surah at-Tin through its symbolic language and powerful imagery invites us to introspect on our lives, our actions, and our purpose. It serves as a guiding light, illuminating our path with wisdom, peace, and divine guidance. Each verse of Surah at-Tin holds a profound message that is as relevant today as it was over 1,000 years ago. Let's delve deeper into the profound wisdom of this surah. As we peel back the layers of Surah at-Tin, we find ourselves in a realm of deep wisdom and guidance. This surah is not just a set of verses, it is a mirror reflecting the broader teachings of Islam. Each word, each phrase, is imbued with meaning that transcends the surface. The surah begins with an oath, a divine promise sworn on the fig and the olive, Mount Sinai, and the secure city of Mecca. These symbols, representative of regions where divine revelations took place, act as anchors, grounding the message of the surah in the history of monotheism. The surah then transitions into an affirmation of the human condition. It acknowledges our creation in the best of molds, an assertion of our inherent nobility, but it doesn't shy away from addressing the other side of the coin, our potential for decline to the lowest of the low. This duality is a reminder of our capacity for greatness and our susceptibility to fallibility, a theme we find echoed throughout the teachings of Islam. In the concluding verses of Surah at-Tin, we are reassured with a caveat. Yes, we may falter and fall, but not those who have faith and perform righteous deeds. They shall receive a reward unending. This promise serves as a beacon of hope, a call to action, and a map guiding us back to the path of righteousness. Why is this important? Because Surah At-Tin is not just a chapter in the Quran. It's a guide to understanding the essence of life and the world around us. It teaches us about balance, the importance of faith, the reality of our strengths and weaknesses, and the transformative power of righteous actions. By delving into the deeper meanings of Surah At-Tin, we don't just read the words, we live them. They become a part of our thought process, influencing our actions, shaping our character, and guiding us towards a life that is in harmony with the divine blueprint. The Surah At-Tin is not just a chapter in the Quran, it's a guide to understanding the essence of life and the world around us. So, what does Surah At-Tin teach us? This surah, a chapter from the Holy Quran, holds a treasure trove of wisdom and guidance. It's about understanding the essence of human nature, acknowledging our purpose, and realizing the inherent value within us. The surah begins by swearing an oath on the fig and the olive, two fruits rich in nourishment and benefits, symbolizing the bountiful gifts that Allah has bestowed upon us. It reminds us of our responsibility to utilize these gifts wisely, to nourish our souls as well as our bodies. In its verses, Surah At-Tin also highlights the importance of patience and faith. Life is filled with trials and tribulations, but it's through these challenges that we grow stronger. By maintaining patience and keeping faith in Allah, we can navigate these trials with grace and resilience. Furthermore, this surah teaches us about human dignity and respect. Allah states that He has created humans in the best of molds, a clear indication of our inherent worth. We are reminded to respect ourselves and others, to honor the dignity that Allah has granted us. One of the most profound teachings of Surah At-Tin is the emphasis on self-improvement and personal growth. It tells us that while humans may descend to the lowest of lows, they have the capacity to rise above through righteous deeds and faith. So how can we apply these teachings to our daily lives? By being patient during tough times, by respecting ourselves and others, by using the gifts Allah has given us wisely, and by striving for continuous self-improvement. These teachings are timeless and universal, applicable to all aspects of life, whether personal, professional, spiritual, or social. They encourage us to lead a balanced life, one that acknowledges our human frailties but also celebrates our potential for growth and goodness. From understanding the value of patience to recognizing the importance of faith, Surah At-Tin teaches us valuable lessons that enrich our lives. Through its teachings, we learn to navigate the world with wisdom, compassion, and a deep sense of purpose. As we reflect on Surah At-Tin, what messages resonate with you? The Surah At-Tin, a chapter from the Quran, is more than just a recitation. It is a profound conversation between us and the divine, a dialogue that encourages introspection and self-realization. It is a journey through the depths of spiritual wisdom and understanding. In its verses, we find a deep exploration of human nature, of our strengths and our frailties. It implores us to reflect on our own actions, to question and understand our place in the grand scheme of existence. It is a call to self-awareness, to recognize the divine spark within us, and to strive towards nurturing and kindling this inner light. Surah At-Tin reminds us that we are not just mere physical beings, but spiritual entities with a divine purpose. It challenges us to look inward, to introspect, to question, and to grow. It inspires us to seek wisdom and knowledge, to cultivate compassion and empathy, to strive for justice and fairness, and to uphold the values of truth and integrity. This chapter is a beacon, illuminating the path to personal growth and spiritual development. It is a guide, leading us towards a more enlightened and fulfilled existence. It teaches us to rise above our human frailties, to embrace our divine potential, and to strive for a life of purpose, meaning, and spiritual fulfillment. Surah At-Tin does not merely provide answers. It encourages us to ask, to seek, to explore. It invites us to embark on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth, to delve into the depths of our being and to unearth the treasures within. So let us ponder upon the teachings of Surah At-Tin. Let us reflect, introspect, and grow. Let us strive to embody the wisdom and the values it imparts, to live a life of purpose, meaning, and spiritual fulfillment. Surah at-Tin is a treasure trove of wisdom that continues to guide and inspire us on our spiritual journey.